Okay guys, welcome back to another episode of Non-League 2 Premier League here with Bath City. Update on the table. Still sat in 5th, still in the playoff positions at the moment. 21 games played with 10 wins, 5 draws, 6 losses, sitting on 35 points. You can see really all the way down to at least 10th within 2 points. The top 4 now are sort of slowly drifting away. It is still only 4 points, but you know, we are slipping away here. Dagenham and Redbridge, once again, boss in the league, 14 points ahead at the top, looking unlikely to be caught. We do play today against Salisbury. They're sitting down lower in the table in the relegation spot, so this is a must-win, really. After the last game, I decided it was time for a change in my tactics. Now, in possession, I will still be looking exactly the same as before. I think we've been doing fine in possession, very well. It's out of possession, and this gap here and this gap here, we've been getting caught out. In the last game, the cup game, a massive loss, and you'll notice their 2 best players were their 2 wingers, and they were getting too much space out wide there. So to try and combat that, I've changed my out of possession tactic. I've dropped the wing backs here, so now they should be covering that space hopefully. Tilson's going to stay in midfield with Russ next to him to provide cover in front of that back 4. If Rains is caught out up there, hopefully Russ will drop in. Same on the other side with Greenslade and Tilson. Hopefully this makes us a lot more stable. We're going to test it out here in a tough fixture, tough game really here. Although they are a relegation team, we all know that means nothing currently in this game. Bings is going to get a game. He didn't get a run out in the cup in the last game. I'll be completely honest, I forgot to put him in. Apart from that, I think I'm going to have to go full strength. And we're going to have to get the win. Rains returning. Hopefully he can get a full 90 in his bag this time round. But we are still trying to build him back up to complete full fitness here. So here we go. Let's adjust the team. It's important that we make use of this home advantage. It is. I need to keep pushing, and I need to keep this team on my side. I don't want to start slipping now and losing my opportunities. We've got to make the most of what we've got. And we are coming up against a team that does have wingers, so hopefully they don't have great games, and the change in formation and defensive stature helps us out a lot. It's an early opportunity here with a ball from Jenkins-Davies. It bounces all the way through. And Parcell really, I think, should be finishing that. But that's a comfortable save for Charlotte. He throws that ball out wide to Morgan. And that's the end of that. Jenkins-Davies to Russ now to Windsor. Tries to flick it on. The ball's going to fall back here to Batten. Back in the starting lineup today. Matthews debutised for him last game. And we conceded 4. So I'm back to my full strength lineup here, and that back 4 important for our run so far. And this is Danny here, tackled just at the right moment there, lucky not to foul, great defending. But the ball's to Ash here now. I think we need to look wide, and we do, towards Greenslade. Starting off similar to the last game, having the opportunities, having a fair share of possession. It's just taking these opportunities and not allowing our opponents to put theirs away. I sent my scouts out now to look at unattached players, some free transfers, see if there's anyone I can bring in to bulk up my team and line up. I'm not 100% sure who or what I'm looking to replace at the moment, but I'll see what opportunities come up in the market. Coming up to a third of the way through this first half now, Charlie Binns on the ball. I feel like I want to start pushing him to be my main keeper, to be honest. Batting out to Rains now. Rains gallops forward. Plays a really poor ball there. It's intercepted by Batten brilliantly. Straight through to Ash. Ash slows the play down to Russ. He plays it into Davies. Ash on it again. And that is an absolutely beautiful goal there by Ash. That is great play by Bath City. And boy am I relieved, after last game's disappointment, to see some play like this. Quick 1-2s. Ash with a burst of pace into the box and slides that home around the keeper, and Bath City are 1-0 up with 15 minutes gone. Brilliant start. And that is what Ash is all about in real life. And it's good to see him reflecting that form on my Bath City save here. And we join again with another long ball. Batten's winning everything at the back. He's solid as a rock. He might be our most important defender at the moment, even over our captain Parcell. Tilson picks up the ball. Parcell with that long ball towards Windsor. Windsor does take a touch. And Russ now is practically a replica of what Brad Ash has just done, with the touch through the two defenders, knocking it on into the box, leaving them for dead almost. That's a good touch there. I thought the opportunity was going to be over when three people were fighting for the ball, but Russ makes that midfield run into the box, and he's placed it round the keeper to his left hand side into the side netting, and Bath looking good so far. 25 minutes in, 2-0 up. But can Salisbury make something of their opportunity here? A floated ball in, and they do make something there, and that's Tom Davies getting one back. Less than a minute after Russ puts Bath 2-0 up, Salisbury still one back to make it 2-1, and that makes this game a bit tighter than it looks. Coming up to the half-hour mark, Bath are looking very good, but Salisbury are getting opportunities. They are struggling for league form, so this should be a win for Bath, especially pushing for promotion. But we join back again. Greenslade wins the header. Davies picks out Ash. Who's Ash going to pick up? Russ for a ball all the way wide to Danny. Danny will drive into the box. He always does. Lays that back oddly to Tilson, and they reset play. It's a very deep line here for the Salisbury defence. But Greenslade out wide gets an opportunity, and that's a good save again by Charlotte. And he's going to hoof it clear. Do Bath win it? Rains does win it, but it lands back to a Salisbury player. And they reset at the back here. Davies, I believe, the goal scorer for Salisbury, plays it out to Ryan wide. Rains nowhere to be seen. Rains, where are you? It's in. And that's a good clearance there. I believe that was Tilson helping out the defence. Morgan with the throw in. O'Sullivan to Morgan to Alston. And that's a long shot way over the bar. We need to see a bit better from Bath here, especially the players like Windsor. Beardmore to Rains to Russ to Rains. Inside to Tilson, who's got lots of space to pick out Ash. And that's a ball over the top. Rains making a brilliant run. The ball's in. And it's a good clearance, in fact. The Salisbury man's gone down there injured, it looks like. Outside of play. And he's going to get treatment here. And the game calms down a bit there thanks to that injury. Rains on the attack now to Russ to Rains. Can one of them whip it in? Russ brilliantly through the two defenders. Plays that to absolutely no one. But Batten can reset from the back to Russ. Out wide to Rains where he gets a bit of space. Needs to take on his man. And he wins Bath City a corner. It'd be great to get another goal just before half time to go in with a 3-1 lead. That would be ideal. Only a minute plus stoppage time of this half. Charlotte plays it short. They dink it out to Hedges, who loses it. He's carrying a slight knock and he's made a mistake there. Russ now to Jenkins Davies. I could do with him taking some opportunities soon. And we're going to go into half time by the looks of it 2-1 up. Unless Salisbury get anything from this attack. And it's out to Hedges. And that is into the half time. It's been a good, strong first half performance by Bath City boys. The wingers have been kept quiet. And it's good domination. That's a very good first half. Let's keep them positive. We need to be positive going into the second half to keep what we're doing. I need us to get at least a 2-goal lead. And I may look at getting my team to be a bit more defensive. But that's if we can take an opportunity. Jenkins Davies testing the keeper's hands early in the second half. And they do boot the claw ball route 1. And it's Batten winning it again. Unbelievable at the back today. Parcell going to drive into the midfield to Beardmore. Who does he pick up? Greenslade, who's left alone out wide. This could be a mistake there. He's taken on his man. Back to Beardmore. Beardmore to Greenslade. Shot deflected. And Rains unlucky to finish it off there with a good last man block by the Salisbury defence. And his first 1 minute of this second half, we're piling on the pressure with Windsor with a ball in. That's cleared. Beardmore heads it back in. That's cleared. Beardmore again. He's driving down that wing. He's going to put the ball in. And a Bath City player cannot win that one. And that will be a throw deep into the opposition half here for Bath. Short to Ross. He's got a chance to change again. Rains pulls it inside. Tilson takes a long shot. That's way over the bar. But it's a very, very dominating first couple of minutes of the second half here for Bath, who have had a lot of opportunities already, but have only 2-1 up for it. Tilson intercepting the ball. Beardmore picks up Parcell back to Beardmore. Parcell plays it out wide to Danny Boy. Danny into Beardmore. They're ticking the ball around nicely here. Windsor back up to Greenslade. He's having a lot of fun out wide. He whips that in. Will Ash get on the head? He does, but that's another easy save. We are really piling pressure on here early in the second half. Who's going to win that this time? Was that Batten again? Batten having a blinder. Luke Russ in midfield absolutely running things. Windsor's having a bit of a poor performance. Russ is playing out of his socks. Rain's not doing too good at right back. And that's a surprise. Batten plays it across the pass out, who will pick up Beardmore again. Where does he go? They know the outlet's Danny in the second half. He's being afforded a lot of space out wide. He's going to whip that in. Windsor's going to collect that. Where's his options? Does he need options? Oh, brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. Danny Greenslade has more than deserved that for his attacking threat this second half. Continuously playing that ball down that left, because we know he is the man on the attack. For a moment I thought Windsor might shoot it and try and curl at top bins, but he's picked out a brilliant ball. No one else on the pitch would have seen that. And after saying Windsor was playing quite poorly, he picks out an absolute peach of a ball to Danny Greenslade, floating on the edge of the 6-yard box to volley that home and into the corner to put Bath 3-1 up. We're looking at a few tired legs. Danny being one of them, Russ another one of them. But both having such good games, I don't know if I want to take them off. And we have dominated this game, and this is how you come back from a 4-1 defeat. We've looked a lot sturdier at the back this game. Batten has really helped that. He's been the most impressive man on the pitch. Ignore the ratings. Every highlight I've seen, Batten's been winning header after header for the defence there. And there's a long ball there. Batten gets that back again, plays it down the line. Russ is going to pick it up. He hoofs that straight to their keeper. And the clock's ticking down now until the last 15. I'm aware I've made no subs, but I'm almost scared to make them at this point. And Batten winning another header. And Bath going to carve another opportunity here. Batten with the ball out of Parcell. Parcell pushes towards the midfield. And now's the time to make a handful of substitutions. Brad Ash off for Fisher. Ketto's coming on for Greenslade. Sweeten's coming on for Ross. Alvarez is going to come off for Jenkins Davies in the cam spot. And who do I take off? Rains is looking absolutely knackered, so we're going to bring on Tomlinson at the right back spot. More of a centre back, but that should help defensively assure us up for these last 10 minutes or so. And we're creeping up towards the last 5 minutes, and dominant display this game. This is exactly what we need. Maybe the change of tactics will help us push on. And we're coming up now towards the final couple of minutes. Bath City should see out this game. We've had some absolutely brilliant individual performances in this game. And they are standouts to why we've won this game. Beardmore to Alvarez to Windsor. Windsor wants to take a shot, but he loses it just there. Sweeten wins about easily. Alvarez now to Fish. Go on, Fish. And it's blocked well. And here we go. I'm expecting a full-time whistle now any second. And there it is. An absolutely brilliant display. I say nothing more about it because that is the best I've seen us play, I think, all season. Dominated. We should have more goals for our 28 opportunities. 11 shots on target. 2.81 XG. But that was unbelievable. That's about as good a win as you're going to see. And that is a true statement after that game. Oh, I needed that. After the last episode, the cup heartbreak, this is exactly what I needed. and we turned dominance into victory. Russ having a stellar performance. They're absolutely right. An update on the league. We're still sitting in 5th. We're still 2 points behind both Torquay and Totton. And the teams below us are now 2 points behind us. So a slight gap's creeped up. And it looks like Horsham just drew against Cheshire, who absolutely dominated us last game. The next episode is a big game again. You'll see against Chippenham, who are local rivals. So if you did enjoy this video, please do leave a like. Please do subscribe. And also join me on my Twitch, where I will be streaming every Tuesday at around 4 PM, as I am now as I record this video. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.